welcome back to another Hellenistic challenge. As the movie Halloween Ends was released this week, the question came to me, what in Jamie Lee Curtis's chart would tell us that she would excel as a scream queen? She's been, I think, starred in 7 of the Halloween movies as Laurie Strode, who's constantly battling the boogeyman, Michael Myers. In fact, this is the movie where she got her start as an actress. So let's look at her chart. We see, of course, at first, Scorpio. She's got the sun and Jupiter, the ruler of her chart, in Scorpio. And so we think of Scorpio as that sign of hidden depths, things coming from the deeps, very deep-seated emotions, things repressed and hidden and concealed coming out. And also the time of year when things are dying. That release needs to happen. We need to process things, let things go. And so that sun in the 29th, the anaretic degree of Scorpio, is just saturated in this energy. And then, of course, Jupiter, ruler of her chart here as well in Scorpio, tells us that she could get some benefits. She could somehow grow as a person through scorpionic things. And of course, in the 12th house, we've got that liminal energy. You think about planets that have just risen, that time of day, which is not quite light, not quite dark. Things can be kind of in a fog, things hidden that you need to work through instinctually to process. But, right next door to all this Scorpio energy is her positive Sagittarian first house with Venus, Mercury, and Saturn all there in the sign that likes to move and likes to do something, likes to take action. And so it's almost like we can see her pulling away from the darkness of the 12th house into a more positive space. And of course, Saturn there, that survivalist instinct right there with her ascendant. But another thing in her chart that's kind of fun is that Aries moon. And Aries would enjoy conflict emotionally, just kind of enjoy that battling, which Jamie Lee Curtis's character certainly does a lot. And also with the moon being in the 5th house, which is the space where it shows what we enjoy. So I can imagine her being someone who really enjoys, the scenes that she plays where she and Michael Myers are duking it out. Notice that moon is close to her IC, which would tell us something about her mother. And her mother, Janet Leigh, was the actress who was killed in one of the most famous and terrifying scenes of all cinema history, the shower scene in Psycho. In fact, it was because Jamie Lee Curtis was Janet Leigh's daughter that John Carpenter wanted to hire her as kind of an homage to Alfred Hitchcock. And then finally, we see Mars over here opposite her Scorpio planets in Taurus. And Mars is in its joy in the 6th house. It loves to take action and be able to do things, confront things. In Taurus, though, it kind of waits for things to come to it. It's in detriment in Taurus. And so you see that being given this role of Laurie Strode in the Halloween movies was a great boon to Jamie Lee Curtis, that over here through her work, on one side, she's able to enter this world of a fictional character, Laurie Strode, and kind of exercise the demons, kind of work out all of these kind of psychological issues and things that might be stirring in her subconscious that she needs to deal with. So in a way, you can think of her work becoming kind of a therapy with this aspect. And it has worked because you see that she has come back to play this role many times. Even after a 20-year absence, she kind of felt the need to come back. So you think that she almost senses subconsciously that once in a while she just needs to put on the Laurie Strode hat and work on some of her issues. Because finally, she does present. We see that midheaven, the person we see in Libra, Venus ruled, as someone who, is a happy person. Great career, great family. And I think it's probably thanks to those Halloween movies that she's been able to come to the point in life where she does feel very centered and very happy with who she is. So anyway, thanks so much for joining me for the Hellenistic Challenge, and I'll plan on seeing you next week. Bye.